Digital Talking Book Review. Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is your boy Tanvir Sai, the Bengal Dragon. Please do make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support in this free way really helps me remain motivated to continue making these type of videos on a consistent basis on this channel. I apologize that it has been a while since I have made a video pertaining to the blindness and visually impaired playlist, as I am a legally blind person myself with very little vision, thus underscoring the importance of especially the motivational support. But as promised in my previous videos, I am going to review a book, an audiobook today. I have consumed this book through the NLS talking book device, and the book is called The Upright Thinkers, The Human Journey from Living in Trees to Understanding the Cosmos. I believe it is by Leonard Mlodinow. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. And yes, his name is on the screen right now, in case you are visually impaired and would like to know what is on the screen. That will be the only thing on the screen throughout the show, as I am using my Blue Yeti Nano microphone to actually record this, as this is mostly going to focus on the audio. In case you are not interested in the review, please do watch another video or some other video on my channel, which is more to your liking if you find it. Okay, now with that out of the way, this book, it has a decently long reading time, especially if you increase the verbosity to 65% or something along those lines. It'll most likely cause you to spend maybe around 16 hours, maybe something along those lines. At least that's what it caused me. I could not obviously read it in one sitting. I had to read it through multiple sittings, and it took me almost a month or maybe even 2 months or maybe even longer to complete the book. And this is one of the few books that I have consumed cover to cover. And let me tell you, first thing, you must have a little bit of patience, because a lot of the points driven by the author, Leonard Mlodinow, is actually through storytelling and through a historical context. That is one of the things I absolutely love about this book. And it basically focuses on the quest for knowledge and understanding, and why, especially in human beings, this is something very intrinsic, that human beings have this feature that we have to know something just because we have to know. This curiosity is something that drives intelligentsia forward, and as a result, many other things forward as well. So this book focused on the human journey from understanding very little to understanding those things that in many ways, some people might say, does not affect us or does not practically affect us. For example, let's say if we were to find a resource of uranium or diamonds in one of the moons of Uranus or in Enceladus, how is that going to affect us? How does that improve our lives? If we were to, let's say, find another planet in the TRAPPIST system, or if we were to find another planet in the Alpha Centauri system, how is that going to improve our lives for the common man here on Earth? But this is the feature about human beings. A lot of times we have to know something because we just have to know. Through such understandings, many a times the book has highlighted why this quest is so painstaking at times. There are countless times of failure, as the author indicates. Countless times before you finally reach what might seem like to you a solution, but in the end it might be yet another failure, or the solution that you sought or you thought you have unveiled or unearthed it might be incomplete. There might be much more to the story than what meets the eye. And unveiling that even further might even take centuries. And this is one thing I absolutely loved about the book, that based on many preconceptual notions or based on many simple principles, human civilization has always found a way to have some type of order and also have some type of functionality and still maintain its drive for development and expansion. Even from the Greek times, when Aristotle thought everything is made of 4 elements in a different mixture of fire, wind, earth, and water. Moving from that to the Newtonian philosophy, to the Einsteinian philosophy, and even further on, right up to the quantum revolution and even what is going to come forward. Like, obviously, we don't know what it is, but the book indicates that we have not reached our limit. We have not reached the end point yet. There's still a lot more to be discovered. And just to summarize and to conclude, the appreciation of scientific inquiry and diligent, absolutely diligent and disciplined research that comes with so many failures, disappointments, and sacrifices. The outcome, the successful outcome that finally comes out of such an endeavor, most of the times are those that are everlasting and those that change the world ultimately. And also, changing the world might not happen through your discoveries in your lifetime if you happen to be one of those people. To summarize, this book has given me an increased amount of appreciation to especially the scientific academia and intelligentsia who constantly are looking to understand everything even further, and through this understanding eventually open more doors and create new paths to improve our lives. I would give this book a 4.8 out of 5 or a 9.6 out of 10 if you're converting it on a out of 10 scale. I mean, obviously, if you are afraid that this book or some parts of it that it says might contradict with some of your religious beliefs, then obviously those parts might be a bit more difficult to understand. Me, myself, I'm a Muslim, and yes, I went through those parts as well, but I am not new to that argument. I am very familiar with that argument, and I have been coming across that argument since 2006 or 7, I believe. Yes, around 2006 or 7, I've been coming across that argument, and I have resolved that argument for almost 15 years now, almost 15 years. So apart from that, and apart from maybe some parts that drag on a bit too long, which given our current fast-paced nature of the world might actually be a bit too time consuming, I would say this book is an absolute fantastic read, and it is motivational in a way to actually make people pursue scientific inquiry. Thank you very much for listening. Please do hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making these type of videos as a blind person on YouTube. This is Tanveer Sai, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.